Think back to a time where you would actually have to go to the library for nearly every homework assignment that you could not do with just the knowledge in your mind. Our parents had to do this whenever research papers were assigned, or even if they had trouble understanding a simple poem. Think how simple it is to communicate with our professors by email. Imagine how much trouble our parents ran into. We are lucky enough to have so many resources around us that are readily available and only a click away. Sometimes we take convenient resources like OnCourse and Google for granted. Technology is truly a blessing to have in the world of education as long as we take advantage of it in a smart way. Technology can either be very distracting or very helpful. It is up to both the student and the teacher to make it beneficial in the classroom. Education is shifting constantly, and the main reason for this shifting is technology. It's as if there's a race to see who's going to come out with the latest and greatest product that will make our lives that much simpler. Because of this race, teachers and students are forced to adapt quickly. Statistics are rapidly changing. The job market is not the same as it used to be. What students are learning in college classrooms today won't even be applicable by the time they enter the teaching field. As a future teacher, I plan on working very hard to not get too frustrated with the new changes that are bound to come my way. I want to be able to adapt to all these changes so that I can accommodate my students to the best of my ability. I want to be able to provide them with the best use of technology that will benefit their learning experience. Although there will probably be a gap between the digital natives and immigrants, I want to try my best to keep that gap as small as possible so that we can be on the same page. Technology has come a very long way, and there are no signs of it stopping anytime soon. Is Googling answers cheating or being resourceful? This is a tough question. As teachers, we must rethink assignments rather than just having students supply the correct answers, which they can easily look up on the internet. It's also important for teachers to acknowledge their students' digital lifestyle outside of the classroom. We must then leverage their outside experience for formal in-class experience. Students may not realize this, but they are essentially a CEO of their own personal brand by constantly updating their Facebook, MySpace, and other social networking profiles. In conclusion, I would like to leave you with a thought from Time magazine, which recently published an article on how to build a student for the 21st century. It states, "This is a story about the big conversation the nation is not having about education, whether an entire generation of kids will fail to make the grade because they can't think their way through abstract problems, work in teams, distinguish good information from bad, or speak another language other than English."